Hi, this is Joseph. It is Monday. It's November 8th. And we're going to take a look at today's trade. So this is the HL30, and we also had the Good Morning London strategy. Let me break this down for you. So this is the pound dollar. This is a 30-minute time frame. This is actually a trade that develops usually within the first few hours after the start of the new day. It's a technique that many of my coaching students say, and they've always called it the easiest trading strategy ever. It really is. I mean, it's just one indicator here, and it is the easiest thing to follow. And basically, you just rinse and repeat. You just do the same thing over and over at the start of a new day. This trade can pay anywhere from 20 pips to 60 pips. And this trade, this technique, this strategy will actually develop on more than one currency pair usually. Very often, it will actually appear on 4 different currencies in a single day, 4 different currency pairs. So at the end of the day, when they hit their final target, you've earned approximately 240 pips. And that is a lot of money. Many of my coaching students trade standard lots, so they're making about $2,400, $2,400 a day. Mini lots, $240 a day. So it is very effective, and it's really easy to follow. So let me break it down for you here. If you haven't seen any of the videos, this is the first time you've seen this. We get in on a very specific candle pattern. So what I'm doing is basically trading off of the previous day's high and low, and then waiting for that candle pattern. The first target is going to be a 20 pip target, and then the final target is 20 pips further from the first target. What we do is we open up 2 trade orders. So it would require the use of 2 open positions when you get into this trade. So in this case, this one gave us an entry at 1.3481. The first target was 61. The second target down here was 41. Now, this one only hit the first target. So what we do is, again, as I mentioned, we open up 2 orders, and when it hits the first target, we close the first position at the first target, and then we change the stop loss at a break-even stop to protect the profits in case it doesn't hit that second target. If it does hit the second target, well, then it'll run right in there and it'll hit effectively 40 pips on that second trade. So effectively, we've earned 60 pips for the day when it hits the second target. Sometimes it doesn't do that. Today it did not do that. It actually hit the first target. That was it. It went a little bit further, came close, but it didn't go. This is basically a set it and forget it trade. Now, later on in the session, we had the Good Morning London strategy, which is a break of the first 30-minute bar. So I teach this strategy. This one's just as easy, if not easier, than the HL30 strategy. And this one pays approximately the same. When we get into the trade, we use a 20 pip target. If it hits the first 20 pip target, we trade it to an additional 20 pips. So that would be, again, 60 pips if it hits both targets. So this Good Morning London breakout strategy actually hit both targets for a total of 60 pips when we open up 2 positions. So this one paid 20 pips, this one paid 60 pips. At that point, we're up 80 pips. But that wasn't the end of it. We also had a continuation breakout trade. So you can see actually we had a continuation breakout trade on Friday. And again, this was an area of distribution, and we're waiting for the breakout. So I was identifying a range of consolidation, and it has to be a very specific range of consolidation from the high to the low, because if it's too small, this could lead to a head fake when you see a breakout. So it has to be a specific height, the low to the high of that consolidation range, or it's not going to work. You need to know exactly how to and precisely how to use this. So this one gave us a breakout on Friday, and I use a specific entry, which gave us an entry here at 1.3528. This pays 55 pips whenever I use this continuation breakout trade on the 1-hour time frame on the pound dollar, euro dollar, dollar Swiss, dollar yen, Australian dollar, dollar Canadian. When I use this strategy on the pound yen, it pays 250 pips on the 1-hour time frame. So this can be a day trade, but you can use this same strategy on a 4-hour or a daily time frame to swing trade this. Works just as effectively, but the targets are going to be bigger and the stop loss is going to be slightly larger. So you can see that we earned 55 pips. This trade paid 55 pips on Friday, and then it kind of went sideways on Friday, and then that little dip right there. So this was actually late Thursday going into Friday, and this is all Friday's trading activity. And then we got another one here on Monday, today. So we had another continuation breakout trade. These indicators confirm that it's going to go in the direction that I expect it to, and that the trend is going to continue. If these indicators show any divergence at all, any divergence, then it's a no-go. We don't take this trade because it could lead to a head fake. The primary indicator that I use and I rely on this signal is the Bollinger Bands. The Bollinger Bands have to be separating away from each other on that breakout candle, or it will not work, and it will usually end up being some kind of a head fake, and it comes back down inside a consolidation. But we got perfect signals and perfect confirmation on the continuation breakout trade on Friday. And we got the continuation breakout trade today. Here was the entry at 1.3518, and our target was 1.3573, and that high right there went as high as 79. So you can see again that not only did we have 2 trades today with the HL30 this morning on the pound dollar for 20 pips, and then the good morning breakout strategy this morning for 60 pips, but we also traded this as a continuation breakout trade for a total of 55 pips. Amazing day today. I mean, it really paid a lot. We actually earned 195 pips. 195 pips today. That's $1,950 approximately if you're trading standard lots, or $195 approximately if you're trading mini lots. Let me show you the other 2 trades that we had. So these were also small trades. The other trade here was on the dollar yen. So the dollar yen printed an HL30. This was an HL30 to the upside. So that gave us an entry, hit the first target. It didn't go as far as the second target. So again, we only earned 20 pips here. And then the other trade, as I showed you before, which was as I mentioned before, we can also trade the pound yen. So let me show you the pound yen trade. This HL30 strategy actually works on the euro yen and the pound yen, and the targets are further. We use a 40 pip target. We've opened up 2 lots on this trade. So the entry here was at 153.06. That was our entry. Again, the indicator confirms there cannot be any divergence. We already know at the rollover what the low is and the markers that we need for this indicator in order for this to give us 100% confirmation. I teach you exactly how to do this. There's a checklist that will walk you through step by step. You can actually learn how to use this HL30 strategy in 15 minutes or less. I guarantee that all of my coaching students, when they get in my program, will learn it in 15 minutes or less, or I will personally coach them until they get it. It doesn't take very long at all. And you can use this strategy on the same day. It is this effective. It sets up almost every single day on almost every single one of the Forex majors. So this one, because the pound yen can move further and farther than the majors like the euro dollar or the pound dollar, we use a 40 pip target. So again, our entry 153.06. Our first target was 153.46. That paid us so far 40 pips on this trade. So that's how we were able to acquire and accumulate a total of 195 pips today. But if you include what we earned on Friday we had the continuation breakout trade and another HL30. So between the last 2 trading days, we've had 270 pips. No losses, 270 pips. That's $2,700 in 2 trading days, or $270 approximately in 2 trading days if you're trading mini lots. You don't have to trade mini lots. You don't have to trade standard lots. You can trade anything that you're comfortable with. It's just that many of my coaching students will trade either mini lots or standard lots or any variation in between. I have a lot of coaching students also that trade about a half standard lot. So they're earning about $5 a pip approximately. So this is a wonderful strategy. And if you want to learn more about the HL30 and the breakout strategy, which is the Good Morning London strategy, go to my website, forexdaytradingacademy.com. Here on the homepage, if you scroll down right here, click this, you can watch free training videos right now, and you can start using that HL30 right away. Thanks for watching.